How come I got 3 bars and everyone else only got 2 bars?
That might just be because I actually see 3 bars on my character, and I
Yeah.
think that
Same thing here. I have
think
3
that
bars,
that's-
but everyone else is 2. It's just the visibility setting.
So you can
Okay,
see
cool.
3 bars if it's your character, the top one being your encumbrance, the other 2 being strain and health. You can see everyone's
Okay.
strain and health.
Hunter 1, Hunter 2, Hunter 3. The names, they're so good.
They give away so much.
maybe we can just
Charge!
intimidate them away.
All we
Maybe
have
we
to
can
do
just-
is scare Hunter 3. and then
Okay,
one of them
so
has to
that
win.
is your turn order. So basically, anywhere that it says PC, any player can take a turn in those slots. NPCs all take a turn together. So
Are they a minion group?
no, these are rivals, so they're individual characters rather than minions. But the way this beginner game is set up is that they all take their turn in that one section, basically, rather than individually
Interesting.
like normal.
Okay. Who wants to take the first?
Everyone
PC turn?
is still just over here at the entrance to the ruins. Now is a good time to learn about ranges for anyone that doesn't know it. From your position to where they are in medium range to you at the moment.
Okay.
So anyone with a blaster pistol should be able to hit them. The difficulty for hitting with a medium range is 2. Short range will be if they move into... Let's see if I can just do this quickly. Just sort of beyond that point there, up to about the river.
I have a blaster pistol. Nice.
Okay,
I
so
just have
who
a
wants to
lightsaber.
take first turn, I guess?
Well, I can take first turn.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'm a bit of a noob at this, though, so...
Okay, so rolling 2 difficulty if you've got a blaster pistol, because you're at medium range. Also, which one are you aiming at before you actually fire?
I'm going to aim at Hunter 1.
Okay.
So do I click this one?
Oh, you failed.
The pistol exploded.
No, you just
That would be
failed
like a
to hit
despair.
anything. So the blaster bolt just whizzes past his ear and harmlessly to the side.
That's pretty close, though. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that if it whizzes past his ear.
I'll go ahead and take the next PC slot.
Okay.
Pawn seems to be kind of arrogant, so I think if it's possible, Pawn is going to look at all of you, kind of give like a Kit Fisto grin, and like kind of give a little bit of a salute, and then I think he's going to run. Let me see if I can draw stuff. If that's cool with you, I just wanted to draw really quick
Yeah,
on the
that's
map.
fine.
I wanted him to go, and
Yes, during your turn,
I wanted him to go around.
you've got a maneuver and an action, sorry. Given
Yeah.
that I forgot to cover this. So a maneuver means that you can do any number of things. If you check the handout section, I believe I gave you a list of things that you can do because there's too many to actually state them all in actions in combat.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Can you guys see that pink line?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I know I can't do that in one turn, but I think his point is he wants to drop out of their sight.
you can voluntarily take 2 strain to take a second maneuver, which would get you pretty much that full distance.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Because
I'll go
you're
ahead
in engaged in short range at the moment. Short to medium is 1 maneuver, but because you're trying to go around, it'd be basically 2 to make that.
Sure. How do you said that there was a way that we could take strain clicking on
Well,
our icons?
Yeah, so you still take the strain as you normally would, and it gives you that second maneuver, and then you can use that second maneuver.
But behind them, so they wouldn't have seen it coming.
Oh, actually,
I mean, maybe.
moving into engaged from short is also a maneuver, so no, you're not.
Yeah, no. So I'll be behind them, but I'll still take the next maneuver. On my next turn.
We started off at medium, right?
You started off
Yeah.
at medium, yes.
So medium to short is 1 maneuver, and short to engage is another maneuver.
Yes.
So it
But I
takes
think
2
I went
maneuvers.
around.
Though
because you
for
took
a
a longer
position of a blaster or anything like that, short and engage are the same. It's just to get engaged, that's how you can use a melee weapon. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I went from medium to medium and then medium to short.
you went basically you went into medium and then you moved again back into short because you went up so high.
Yeah.
So he's not actually engaged yet.
So no, he's not engaged yet. He's still in short range of them.
So it's 2 strain to use another maneuver or 1?
2 strain.
So I am at 4 strain. Cool.
Yes. So if you click on your token now, you can see when you click on it, there's 3 bubbles above it.
Right. 1. 0, 1, and 4.
Yeah. So the blue one on the right being your strain, you can actually just click on that and change the number there now,
Great.
which makes it a lot
That's
quicker and
very
easier.
cool.
Same goes for wounds,
does.
which is the red one. Don't bother with encumbrance unless you pick up loot.
Oh, we'll pick up loot.
Oh yeah, that's 2 people gone. 3rd person, and then hunters can have a turn.
Who's all left to go besides me?
I think it's you,
It's
Laloki,
just
and,
you
and I think
and-
Doctor.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll go after the NPCs. So you go first.
Which character is Doctor playing?
Dow.
The Zabrak.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, do
I
you not
take it
see
you
each
don't
other's
have
names?
ranged weapons.
No, I
No.
don't.
Okay, hang on. Let me fix that.
okay, there we go.
Okay.
I take it Dow does not have ranged weapons either.
Negatory.
Doesn't really matter if you want to rush up first or.
Dow's
No, you
weapon
go.
is interesting.
Yeah, I'll let you go
well,
first.
then you should go first because let's do the interesting stuff.
Not that interesting.
It's just, what Yoda carries.
Oh, that kind of interesting.
It's a walking stick. That's all it is. I have a freaking walking stick.
Although it's not bad.
Well, we are trying to not kill them as much as possible. So.
I just opened fire.
Yeah, but you got a stun setting on
You
your block.
can use stun setting, though you kind of have to announce that you are.
Oh, I'm glad it missed then. It was a warning shot.
Well, your roll had it as stun setting, so it would have been fine anyway for hit.
No, it just states all the qualities that the weapon
does
has. Now,
Well, if you cut their legs off, they're not going to be able to do much. So
Oh, chooses you, mutilator.
Yeah, but that's kind of harming them, right? So
that's
so
true.
we're gonna try to avoid that first, and then
Okay.
if we have no other choice, then
Then we'll cut their legs off. Yeah, okay. Cool.
take back your 2 strain. Because you didn't take an action, you could actually turn the action into a maneuver instead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw that in the when I was reading through all that actions and combat stuff.
So Pon can take back his 2 strain.
so we just have the 2 from being
Yes.
in the cold and winter weather.
Because we're soft.
Oh, I know you are.
Well,
We're not
some of the
Pantorans.
character art is like Pawn is shirtless. So I don't know what he's thinking.
I'm in a robe, so I'm good.
Yeah, doesn't that bleed the heat from his body faster?
Which doesn't have any bonuses.
Shit all. Alright, if I'm going to go, I'm going to move to there.
Doctor, run up, go down,
Right.
go.
Another thing to point out, just in case things get too difficult at one point, running is nearly always an option. However, enemies
Really?
tend to
Just
try
run
and
right past
chase you down, so then you have to try and lose them. There are certain occasions where running is not an option, in which case I will tell you a reason as to why it's not possible.
Lovely. I'm going to use the force.
You cannot,
Why can't I?
because you've not learned how to yet. That comes in
Oh,
another
carrot.
part of this. In the any regular one, yes, you could use the force, but no, you have not learned to yet.
I was going to
Yes.
throw it at the top of the runes and knock the runes over, knock the bowls over and just create an avalanche. Think around the solution. Okay.
In
so-
Crush Pond.
Yeah,
Okay.
please don't. I don't want to die in the tutorial.
Alright, well then I'll go. I won't worry about using a second action. I'll use my second action to put me into short range.
I love
Okay.
how short my turn was and everyone else's taking
So
so
in
long.
that case, you're moving to what? The other side of the pillar?
Yeah, about there. Assuming
Okay.
that's short range there.
That is short range.
That should give me pillar coverage. It's going for a non-killing blow. Let's use my walking stick.
Okay, so that makes it the hunter's turn. So let's go with Hunter 1. Is a little bit confused, but he was shot at by Tarist, so he's probably drawn his attention a bit. And
Watch.
nothing.
Again. Wow.
Complete blank. Okay, so Hunter 2 will have a turn.
Forgot to load ammunition.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. The dark side is powerful, but not very bright.
Clouds their judgment. Ooh.
Well,
Triumph.
okay, so that's interesting. So he misses you. However, he does manage to hit the rock next to you, which causes one of the stones tumbling down to hit you.
I have
And we're
one
going
soak.
to. How
You have
much
one soak?
damage?
I have one soak.
Oh
Let's,
dear.
Oh no, I have two soak.
Let's roll
Okay.
No, I'm the unfortunate bastard with only one soak.
that and see
Oh no.
what it hits you for.
Hits me.
Pawn has 5.
3, you've got
Oh,
2
rub it in.
soaks, so you take 1 damage.
Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm retreating. I just changed it to 1.
Okay.
So what happened? It hit the boulder, and the boulder fell on him.
Because
it
of the
hit the rock
triumph,
and, like, a
I
rock hit
can't
him?
actually hit him with it because it missed. However, something
Yeah.
good happens to them. So it hits
Sure.
He missed, but he hit the pillar next to him, and the top of the pillar toppled off, basically. Because he's
Okay,
standing right
cool.
next to the pillar.
Bit of
I mean,
blaster
not
hacks.
not cool, but interesting, fascinating.
Okay, my next turn I'm gonna shoot a pond.
There's still a few more of
Oh.
those. So Hunter 4 is closer to Pon, and he's worried about the guy circling around him. So at short range, he's going to shoot at Pon.
Anyone
Hit, but he takes a little bit of strain, I believe, which does, when it comes to PCs, mean that he's taken some damage.
So how much damage is coming at me with 2
You
successes?
damage is 7 typically, plus the 2 successes. Successes is 9 minus your soak.
Oh no, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I think.
You have 5,
I have-
don't you?
Yeah, so 9. So I have 4
4.
damage.
Solid.
I think he goes to attack and he gets me, but I like raise my mechanical arm and clench my fist, and maybe that's what gives him the extra strain. Is he man or machine? Oh no.
Help.
Okay, so Hunter 5 will have a go now, and he is going to aim at Dow because he's also a little bit worried as to what's going
It looks
on.
like on the other side of a boulder though.
That is a good point. So he's going to make a maneuver
Cover.
first. Actually, yeah, let's use it as cover. He doesn't know what Pond's got, Dow's got, because all he can see is a walking stick. So he's
Shoot the walking
taking
stick.
cover as his maneuver, which means that anyone trying to hit him from range from the other side of that boulder is going to have to roll a setback dice, but Dow is short range, so it doesn't matter. There we go. And he hits Dow with 1 advantage, which I believe... Well, he doesn't have any strain, so he's not going to do that. Send a boost die to the next character in line, I believe he will do.
So what does an
Hunter,
advantage do again?
that was Hunter 5. That's all of them done, I believe.
An advantage it can be used for a couple of things. One advantage is usually a little tricky. I've usually seen it used for like strain and stuff. I don't know, Angal. I don't know what you wanted to use
Yeah,
it for
so
in combat.
basically it can cover a number of different things. If you click the handouts bit, you've got advantage and threat in combat, and you can see all the different ways it can be used.
Oh, advantage and threat in combat.
Yeah. Are the hunters done?
The hunters are done, so it'll be your turn next, I believe.
So from us to them, from where we started was medium, right?
Correct.
So if I make a direct beeline, I can be engaged.
Correct.
But I don't know.
But
if
you'll have
that's-
to basically use two maneuvers.
Well, let me try. Let's see. Let me just check these force powers.
Can't use force powers.
Well, we can't use them yet?
No.
Oh, okay. I see
It's
it.
not very
what I-
far from when you can use them, but you need to understand the force a little bit better first.
Even though it says it's part of our skills.
I just saw a red bar on,
Yeah, so-
on the handout that says locked. You cannot use.
Yes,
until
on the
GM instruction.
handout, so the image website one I sent you to for the characters initially has on the handout that it's locked until told otherwise by GM.
Did we hurt the hunters at all yet? No.
One
we
of
didn't.
them has taken 1 damage as a result of being very terrified of Pon while shooting.
Okay. Does he look reasonably shaken or just slightly unnerved? What's this?
He's a bit shaken, yeah, so he can take a setback die on his next turn.
Trying to assess when we can start just trying to talk them down instead of beating them down. But guess
They're
that's
too
not yet.
influenced by the dark side. You cannot talk them out of this.
Yeah. I feel like it's like trying to talk down someone who's being mind controlled.
or somebody on like PCP. All right, so I will take the 2 strain for the second maneuver so that I can still act when I get there.
Sure. So then would you like to make an attack or something?
Yeah, I will make a melee attack. So Surrender just dashes up, runs up and does a backflip and tries to land a kick onto that Hunter 1.
Right. Okay,
We'll
so
see. We'll see if this is impressive or a fail.
engaged, I believe, with melee is 2 difficulty.
It's 2 diff, yeah. Well, all right. Oh, she hits. Wow, she hits hard.
Nice.
That's a heck of a kick. So
Um,
7 damage.
Yes, it is. Soak is 4, so 3 damage.
Oh, we might have to. We might not be able to do this peaceably. So how does he look after that? Does he look?
He's quite injured. He's definitely not backing down just yet, but he's quite injured.
Is it back to my turn again?
It is. Well, actually, anyone's, because
We're at the
anyone can
top,
take
yeah.
any of those slots in each round. So it's the beginning of the new round, so now anyone can choose to go.
Okay.
So it can be you. If you're firing into engaged, I believe you have to upgrade the difficulty.
You should not. You should not fire into.
I'm not going to, no. I'm going to be running up.
So the thing is, the order can change. from turn
Yes.
to
So
turn.
each round, basically, anyone can take any of the PC slots at the beginning of each round, but everyone has to go during a round, which is why it was sort of up and in the air for who wanted to go when
So-
last time. So it can
Yeah,
be you
so-
again, or someone else could go, I'd like to go first for whatever reason, or...
I just want
Um,
to kind of put this out there that maybe we could have all the 3 melee people go first.
Yeah,
That way,
fair
if
enough.
we
Sure,
clear the
sure.
field, then you can have a clear shot at somebody.
Since I think I have the most damage right now, I wouldn't mind going first to get the Hunter 4 off of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool with everybody.
Go for it.
So I'm technically at short range, so I think I need to take
One
another
maneuver to engaged, and then you're good to go.
Okay, cool. So I use my maneuver to move into engaged with Hunter 4, and I think I'm going to do the same thing as Surrender. I'm going to use my fists, and I think I want to I think Pawn sort of shuffles or jumps forward, and then kind of bobs there for a second, like in a boxer stance, and then squats and punches him in the groin. Because I feel like that
With
would
that
be
mechanical arm.
So you're going to use
With a
a brawl
mechanical-
move rather than your lightsaber as well?
A brawl move with an open fist.
Uh,
grab the
ooh,
nuts.
yeah, I am gonna try that. For right now, and then I think if that doesn't work, then yeah, we may have to resort to slicing a few limbs off. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna use fists, which is based on brawl, correct?
Correct. You should have the
Okay.
skill listed, actually. I think most of them have it listed.
Yeah. No, we do have brawl.
Well, I mean, fists is actually under combat as well. So you can just click it there
as a skill.
as a weapon type. So if you go into combat,
Oh yeah, I do have that. Okay, what's the difficulty?
in close range, engaged is 2 difficulty. Well,
I am
average.
aiming for a specific area. Does that
I'll give you a
Do you wanna
setback
add
die
anything
for
on
that.
Okay.
Whoa.
2 successes.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're
I have
going to be doing...
disorient 1 and knockdown. I don't know what that means.
So if you have any advantage in that, which you didn't get any, you can use it to spend on those extra stats.
Great. So the damage of my fists is 4.
Plus the
that's a
2
funny
is
sentence to say.
6.
Yes.
And with 4 strain, 4 soak is 2 damage. So he's just as hurt as Hunter 1 now. And he's sort of staggered back a little bit from the blow.
I did punch him in the groin.
Yeah, staggered back.
So
He's,
we cannot see we cannot see, at least I can't see their health. Is that intentional?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And you can try, if you can work out how, there are certain things you can do to try and access it. Yeah, so you can try and perceive the health levels of them if you want, but you pick one at a time for it. And it is an action.
So that's Pon's turn. Who wants to go next?
Oh, either way, it doesn't really make a difference which one we go for, whether you or me go first. Since I'm aiming for 2 different targets anyway.
Yeah. Get into the mix.
Get into the mix. That's a
Okay.
sweet little mix. And because I actually can use my weapon, I will bash him in the head with a walking stick. That sounds so weird.
Oh, and if you've noticed, you've all got in an inventory at the moment of a dossier on Malfax, so if you want to learn a little bit about him, there's a list there that was sent to you by Heath and Roman in the little time she had to send the message of where she was and everything. And you've also got a map of the valley if you want to be able to look over it properly as well, which was also sent to you. Okay, so you hit him for 7 damage. No one scored any advantage yet.
Well, stop rigging the game.
The hunters did.
Which means 3 damage. So 3 of them are just as badly hurt as each other. They're all looking quite worse for wear, except for their Hunter 2 and Hunter 5.
Well, it was only a walking. Walking stick to the head doesn't do that much.
So that should mean we got one more player before the NPC.
Yeah.
And then
So Surrender will try and take this Hunter 1 out, hopefully.
Go
We're
for
trying to
it.
knock him out.
Yeah. So let's try this weapon macro this time. So she continues to land some strikes and some kicks. So let's see what happens. Ooh.
take 1 strain, I think.
Okay.
So you managed to hit him quite well. However, he did manage to block the majority of the blow and get a quick jab in at the time. So he strained you. He didn't cause any serious damage. He just made you pull a muscle.
Oh, she
My back.
pulled
Half a
a
health.
hamstring. Alright, so
So you do 5 damage with 4 soak, but
which
it's only
means
1.
one more strain goes through, yeah.
They will all take their turn.
Let me
Let's
do
start
the new
with Hunter 1 again. He's going to aim at Surrender because he's very much in combat with her.
So he's gonna start fighting back with fists too.
I think he will. At this sort of range,
Alright.
it's very silly for him to try and use a rifle.
Yeah, that'll be 3 difficulty if you do.
1.
1
Alright.
plus his brawn of 2 is 3 damage.
Is he doing strain damage or is he actually
No,
trying
he's-
to fight dirty?
They're just properly trying to kill you because they're influenced by the dark side. So he is doing everything he can to fight back.
wound damage. Alright.
Yes.
So 3. I have a soak of 4, so thankfully Surrender rolls with the punch and is okay.
Hunter 2 now has a bit of a go there, and he's going to... he's just outside of engaged range, so he's going to... He sees his friend in a bit of trouble, and he's going to take the risk and try and fire into a crowd. So that's going to upgrade the difficulty. Aiming at Surrender.
Despair.
Okay.
Aww.
Okay, so he takes a bit of a shot there. He hits you for 8 damage minus your soak.
Whoa.
And
Solid.
he's going to pass
that hurt.
on a boost die to the next one who has a go. Hunter 3 is going to attack Dow for much the same reason. He's going to use his fists. Roll. He hits. And he's going to pass on a boost die. So that'll be 3 damage minus your soak. Okay.
Plus 2.
What does Sonder mean? Like in my quality on my lightsaber.
Oh, it means you
Sunder.
can break
It's,
stuff.
yeah, it's basically what it means is with advantage you can spend it on Sunder to cause a point of damage to a person's gear or weapon. Like you can use advantage to do that. So after 4, I believe, the weapon breaks entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think like 3 renders it non-functional, but 4 would basically just straight out destroy
Yeah.
it.
You got new, minor, moderate, and major damage. Major is when it's completely useless. And then Hunter 4 is going to attack Pon. Roll. Okay, so he hits. He takes a bit of strain. So that'll be 3 damage minus your soak.
I have 5. Wait,
Okay,
3
so you
damage?
take no...
Yeah, I have 5 soak.
Okay, so you've got taken no damage from that.
I'd like
And-
to think that he went in for a punch and he kind of like tripped forward a little bit and just smacked his head onto like the metal part of my metal arm, and he just kind of like has a headache now, and that's
Fair
his
enough.
strain.
So Hunter 5 is worried about how much damage Pon is causing to his friends, so he's going to take a shot at Pon
Crap.
in short range. Upgrade difficulty by going into a engaged situation. And no, he misses.
But 4 advantages.
Yeah. Let's see. How is he going to spend his 4 advantage?
It's a lot of friggin' advantage.
If
Throw a
I
setback and or it's like what you call it? You might be able to deny him his maneuver. I think that's 3.
Yeah, I
Three.
think it is. Yeah, he'll
Another thing
deny
that
him
you
his
could do-
maneuver and pass on a setback to the first player of your team to have a go.
Okay. You could also have me like somehow knocked prone, which no, never mind. I was going to say that I think that when a character is prone, they're an easier target, but I believe if you're firing range,
I think you have to
they are
hit for
actually
that,
harder
don't you?
to hit.
Um,
Couldn't we find like an environmental reason?
I
I
guess
guess.
that's possible.
yeah, if you
But
really
no, I'm
wanna-
fine with that.
Yeah,
I'll
so
lose my,
you
I'll
lose
my
your maneuver unless you want to spend strain to gain a maneuver that way. And the first person, or the next person to have a go, which would be Tarast, has to add a setback die along with difficulty.
Oh, good on you.
It's because of the chaos.
Are you going to fire into the crowd, or are you going to go up there?
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna head around the similar location and then stop about here.
Okay, so you're stopping at close range? I mean, short range?
I was trying to. For me to actually do anything,
I
my
mean,
gun,
they're pretty occupied, so you could just use one maneuver to move to short range, like about here,
Yep.
and still shoot at Hunter 2, who's not engaged, without any real problems.
Yes.
What
Yeah, okay.
tool was that? That just
What?
like a ping of radar just popped up.
You click and hold down, like that.
What? Oh, that's so cool.
Oh man.
pings for
That's really
days.
cool.
Now it's like
What?
little kids. Now we're just gonna have map pings for
Yeah.
the next 5.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very new to
Yeah.
Roll 20. I'm still
That's all
learning
right.
all the ropes.
That's useful.
Yeah, okay, cool. So if I'm here now, that was just a movement, yeah?
Yes, so maneuver's done. You can spend 2 strain to use a second maneuver if you want, which might not be a bad idea.
Go where though?
So, not to go anywhere. If you have a look at your actions in
Shoot.
combat,
Is it aiming? Teaching him to aim now.
Aim.
yes, we'll add a boost. That way, you
yeah.
kind of counteracting the setback under
Yeah,
possible
okay.
maneuvers.
So that uses a strain though to do.
You would have to take 2 strain to do that if you wanted to.
I think I might do that.
Okay,
Take
so
2 strain.
Yep.
So I'm up to 4.
Yep.
Then take a stun shot
okay,
and Hunter 2.
Hunter 2. Okay.
So do I just roll?
So what you want
normally?
to add into the difficulty there is short range is 1 difficulty. You need to add setback die as well. So the black die, 6-sided die on the left of that.
Mhm.
And 1 boost die on your side for your aiming, which will be the blue one.
Yeah.
And then roll.
Oh, that's the lightsaber.
Well, you missed your boost die.
No, what? I put my boost die on the blue one.
Did
I
you
didn't
click
click out
off?
of the field. No. Okay, so where's the blaster? There it is. Holy crap!
Very well shot. Well, I mean, you hit him for 7 damage minus his soak. Okay.
And stun.
You do stun damage, yes. Would you like to use... How would you like to use the advantage you've got?
So I thought the stun setting would mean that I'd be able to stun him, and he wouldn't be able to move. Like
No,
knock him
stun
out.
setting is a different type of damage. So you're causing him
Just
to...
lets you.
Yeah, it basically,
gives you
rather
the
than
option.
killing him, you're trying to knock him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with stun.
Yes, but
Yeah,
it
well,
still has
that's
to
what
go
that
through
does.
the...
Oh, is that
Stun
what we're all
just gives you
trying
the
to do?
option of saying you're doing stunning damage instead of lethal damage.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
So the damage goes to his strain threshold instead of his
which
wound
they
threshold.
don't really have, so it counts as the same thing. So as long as everyone's saying they're doing stun damage, I'll leave it at the end of they've all been knocked out.
Okay. So I can use it as a free maneuver, correct?
You can use... no, because you've taken 2 maneuvers and there's a maximum of 2 per turn. Because your second
Oh, yeah,
maneuver was... you can use 2 of it to recover the 2 strain you've taken, though, if you wanted to. Which would be the same as using it for a maneuver.
Okay. Can I add the blue die to my 3 allies?
You can pass it on to the next person, or you can spend 2 strain, 2 advantage, I believe, to choose who it goes to. Yeah, so
Okay.
1 to go to the next person, or 2 to choose where it goes. And you can also use...
I don't think you can apply it to all 3.
So can
of
I
us,
do that?
though.
So I can only apply it to 2 people then.
You could only get it to 2 people.
Okay. Well,
And
I'll
you'd
do
have
it on
1 advantage left over, which you could use to recover 1 strain if you wanted to do it
Yeah,
that way.
which I'll do that. Yeah. So I'll put 1 on surrender and 1 on pawn,
Mhm.
so they get a blue die next turn, and then I recover 1 strain.
Beginning of
Man,
the
there's a
round, so whoever's going first
thunderstorm
gets a
happening.
boost die, and you said you were also giving 1 to pawn.
Yes, surrender
Okay.
and pawn.
So you can't choose who it is unless one of those 2 is coming first here.
I'll just go ahead and go first then.
Okay.
Don't have to worry about that
Yeah, no, you can
conversation.
use it.
So after taking that shot, Serena's feeling some pain, sharp pain from where the projectile grazed her. She is going to continue to try to knock out Hunter 1.
Okay.
I will use my maneuver to aim. As she's trying to make a vital strike to just try to KO him faster. And I have the boost die. Fist. Alright. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Right. Okay.
Want to do some more damage?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
To both.
Right.
I think there was a
that
mutual
is
exchange of
7
fists and
damage. Well, he's knocked out.
Noise.
Sweet.
So
Good job, boys.
Well, there's only one
That-
of them. There's 4 more left.
So basically, NPCs' health, anyone that isn't a player, because player health works in a very specific way, their health is all going to go backwards. So it's going to lower down to 0 instead. Because players, when they hit maximum wounds, they don't die. That just causes them to get worse critical injuries. Critical injuries is what can kill a player. So your wounds all go up, whereas NPCs come down.
Yay.
Nice.
Alright.
That is very satisfying.
That's the shockwave.
Right. Okay. So who's
Pon.
going next, Dow or Pon? Or Tarist, actually, if you want to go again.
Well, why don't Pawn go so he picks up the extra advantage die?
Sure. Pawn is going to just straight up punch him. I think he's just aiming center mass. I think I want to avoid the because it comes with a black die if I'm aiming for a specific location. So
Okay. The advantage
So,
of aiming at a specific location is if you got advantage with it, I would make something interesting happen.
I see.
Exploding
Okay.
face.
Well, I do have a metal arm. Okay, yeah, I'll aim for the head.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, hey, let's do it.
I'm gonna aim for the left nostril.
Okay, so take a setback die. Still roll your 2 difficulty.
2 purple, and then I have the 1 blue.
Yes.
1 blue, yes.
Great.
Why did Surrender have 2 blues? I mean, one of them didn't roll anything, so it doesn't matter.
One was from terrorist and one was from aiming.
Ah, okay, sure.
Oh, I didn't
Well-
succeed, but I got 4 advantages.
Everybody gets a buff.
Well, because you were aiming specifically, you don't cause him any damage, but you do knock him unconscious.
Sweet.
Okay,
But I'm going
That's
to take
all
all
I
of the
wanted.
advantage.
that's all I ever wanted.
So he's not...
I was gonna say you could
Yeah.
use it as a free maneuver as well. if
No,
anything.
I'm taking all of it if you want to knock him
Yeah, I
out.
know. Yeah.
Because you didn't actually cause any damage, so it's just a bonus that I'm giving you.
You just slapped him in the ear.
Pon just mutters to himself. All right, enough of this.
So let's
And
give
it punches
him
him
a
in the nose.
different icon because he is not completely out. He's going to be easy to wake up if you want to.
His friend comes over and shakes him a little. Ah, is it my turn?
Either Dow or Terrorist. It doesn't matter.
I'll probably go before you just and see if I can take one more out of the equation for you, since mine's
Sure.
pretty badly hit. Let's take that walking stick of awesomeness and smack this dude hard.
You should turn around and shove it up his.
Okay, well, if you want to take it that far, I'm not going to take it that far. I need to use that walking stick.
You can just wash it in the river.
Just
Um,
take 2 strain to do it.
Well, you didn't hit him.
Yeah, notice that.
How did you want to spend your
Could-
advantage?
Could the 2 advantage be just to throw something out there? Maybe he misses, but it hits the ground and kicks up like a cloud of dirt, so they'd all get like a. So like the next hunter, or 2 of them get like a setback for vision, for visibility.
It'll
You could
only
also
affect
use it-
one, but if you want to use it that way, sure.
You could also use it as another maneuver if you wanted to.
Oh wait, you didn't even use your first maneuver.
No, I mean, yeah, so it's still a maneuver up my sleeve anyway if I have to move.
You can choose to add a black die to the
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking at the
targeted
moment.
character's next check, which is basically kicking up the dust there.
Yeah, let's go down that road, I think. It's probably the best. Only because I don't have enough soak to be able to take a full bron if I take a solid hit, that's all.
So if you don't move and then just shoot, for instance, can you then not shoot again?
No, you can only take one action, and shooting is an action.
Okay.
But
So
there
you
are
can move and
special
shoot, like-
abilities you can get that will allow you to take 2 actions, but none of you have them.
So
Alright,
in
let's have a
this
black
case,
die.
Okay. So
in this
hun-
case, when you get like 2 advantage, you can get that. Then is that right?
No. So down certain specialization trees, there are special moves that allow you to take a second action by taking on voluntary strain, usually.
No, I mean like he got 2 advantage.
Yes.
So does that mean because he missed the first shot, can he then attack again? Because he can use
No.
it as a second maneuver, or
No,
that
'cause a
action
maneuver
purely
is-
moves?
Maneuvers don't give you attacks.
So it's just pure movement.
Well,
Yeah.
It's like-
any
it's like
anytime
does
you
have
have
a
to make
list of
any
it.
dice roll, it's an action.
actions in combat will give you the list of maneuvers. So you can you can move, you can ready your weapon. So if you've got it holstered, you can use a maneuver to pull it out of its holster. You can use a stim pack. You can open a door or something that's otherwise interacting with the environment,
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Cool. Yeah, I gotcha.
or you can take cover.
I have a friend who's playing in another campaign. He's dual wielding 2
Yes.
pistols.
That's
and
an
if
interesting
he
one.
if he gets 1 hit, he has an ability that lets him take another shot with his second pistol for every advantage that he has.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, that's
It's a little OP. But
because I know
Slightly.
how dual wielding usually works, which is that you upgrade your difficulty.
he does have to upgrade the difficulty. Yes.
You then
so he
have to reach a certain number of advantage to make that second shot usually, but you hit with
Okay.
both weapons. That's how it usually works. The number of advantage, I believe, is equal to a critical. I could be wrong.
Usually it's
That-
2 advantage per extra
Okay.
hit. But
Okay.
there's a couple talents that do weird things further down the trees.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty far along his tree.
Yeah, like the gunslinger tree, I think has one that might be the one you're talking
That's
about.
the one he is. That's the one he is. Yeah.
I'll use my last maneuver. Raise my walking stick across my body as a defense stance. Sort of.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, sure. So, yep. So that'll add a step back die. Fantastic. First,
So that
we'll
means
start
that Hunter
with,
3 might have 2 setbacks now, right?
They will,
one for the cloud
yes.
of dust and one for the nice.
So because Hunter 2 has taken damage from Tarast, he's going to aim at Tarast now. Just gonna roll 1 difficulty. Doesn't do much. Just sort of whizzes past his ear, and
Lots of whizzing past ears.
yeah, well, they're bullets. So I'm going to let you choose what you want to use, what you want to give him as a bonus.
Sorry, I mean, I had one idea could be maybe in dodging
Hang
the
on.
bullet, Terrorist,
Just
like
a second,
somersaults
something's
forward.
gone wrong there.
Oh.
Oh no, I got it sorted.
So the advantage is supposed to be doing something good for the hunter.
Yeah, but you
Is that
guys
the
can
hunter's
choose what it
advantage?
is on this occasion. Every now and then I'll let you choose
Is Terrorist at medium range right now or
short range.
Sure. Okay. Somehow he gives boosts to his other guys.
Okay then. I'll give one to.
That's-
I'll spend 2 of the advantage to give 1 to Hunter 5 and 1 to give the next one along, which would be Hunter 3. So Hunter 3 is going to take a shot at Dow. He has 1 advantage, 1 boost, 2 setback die, difficulty of 2, roll, and not much happens at all. He notices that all of his allies are starting to fall around him, and he's getting a little bit antsy, and I think he's going to spend a maneuver to get out of engaged range and start running.
That's not very far.
Well, he's only managed to move into short range, so. And then Hunter 5 is the next one there, and he's going to aim at Pon.
That's cool.
He's no longer shooting into engage because his friend's knocked out.
Nuts.
Right,
And
so
bolts.
11
Whoa.
damage minus your soak.
5.
It takes 6 damage. So I am at 10. I'm close.
Wow.
I think everyone has stim packs as well. The way stim packs work in the beginner games a little bit different, but we're going for regular stim pack usage because we're going the advanced thing. So just 5 recovers 5 wounds on the first, 4th on the second, 3 on the third, 2 on the 4th, 1 on the 5th, basically for uses.
Cool.
But that would put us at the last position, which I think is Tarast now.
Am I able to shoot at Hunter 3, or is that too much stuff in the way?
I will make you upgrade the difficulty if you want to give it a shot, because there's 2 guys in between you that you've got to make sure you miss if you're aiming at 3.
Okay, otherwise I could spend a movement here.
No, you can't. That's going slightly too far.
There.
Yes.
Will I then be in line with Pon?
No, you just passed him there.
Can I then use 2 strain to aim again at Hunter 3?
Oh, actually, you can move here.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll use 2 strain again to...
Yep, you
Shoot.
should be in short range of him still. So you're aiming, so give
yep.
yourself a boost die.
So
Oh, no,
boost
you-
die, is it 1 black die, 1 purple die?
You shouldn't need any black.
Okay, so just 1 purple die?
Yes.
And now I want to use my weapon, that one. Oh, what's
Nice.
it?
You crit. You crit.
You can indeed use that as a crit if you want. I'm guessing you're still using stun setting?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do 7 damage to him minus... would you like to use it as a crit, or would you like to use it elsewhere?
What am I?
You might be able to use it elsewhere. I think 7's enough to knock him out. Going up on math, I was trying to count the last ones out.
Well, have you hit him yet?
Yeah, he's badly fucked up.
He
already.
is. Oh, okay.
Essentially, you've got to make a decision on how you use it before I can tell you how much health he has and what would happen.
I believe he'll be unconscious, Jono, without critting him.
Okay, sure. Well, I'm gonna leave it as that then.
So how are you going to use it?
Could spend some of it to trip him up, so even if you don't knock him out, he's not going to get away. Like next turn.
What would I do? Sorry.
You could spend some of the advantage to say that your shots cause him to lose his footing and he trips. So even if you don't knock him out, he won't actually be able to get away.
So he'd
before
be
you get to
prone.
shooting him.
Would I use all my advantages?
I
to
would
do
make
that?
you use 2 for
No.
that.
Okay. Well. Oh, I didn't realize you could do stuff like that.
You can come up with creative ways to use it, and if it's not outside the realm of possibility, I'll let you use it.
Ricochet the bullet off the tree. Yeah.
Obviously, the more outrageous, the more advantage you need.
Yeah. Okay. So what? Shooting at his feet so he stumbles.
Yep, I'll say, or rather, you hit him with a decent enough stun bolt that he trips on his way through because he doesn't notice a rock. So yeah, if you want to do that, go for it. You've still got 2 advantage left over.
Okay. Then I might recover 1 strain and then give the next person a buff again.
Cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
The last PC in the PC slot, right?
I was the last
That
one.
just
Yes.
has-
Now it's a new
that-
turn.
yeah.
Oh, you were. Oh, so it's a new one again.
So next person gets a buff.
I had an idea of something that I wanted to do, if successful, might influence how everyone else deals with their own enemies.
Fine with that.
Oh, look, Hunter 3 is down.
Yes. We got him.
Yeah, and 4's not that close.
Shockwave.
4's pretty close to knocking conscious as well.
4 is you've basically, even though you didn't do damage on Pond's last hit, he hit him well enough that he knocked him out, but he's
Yeah, so
sort of
So only
on the
got 24
surface
left.
level of consciousness. He's not coming
he's-
to. So everyone else is pretty badly hurt and more or less minor comas. But Hunter 4's just sort of a little bit unconscious. You could rouse him fairly easily if you wanted to.
So
I
what
thought
I
you said
was
arouse. Yeah.
So what I was thinking of doing was taking advantage of Hunter 4's, I guess, dazedness, and I think Pawn is just gonna like pick him up if possible and toss him at Hunter 5. Do like a grapple throw.
Okay, I'm going to upgrade your difficulty for that and give you a setback die because that's a difficult thing to do, but go for it. Yep, use a boost die, throw Hunter 4 at 5. So 1 setback, 1 boost, 2 difficulty, and 1 upgrade.
So 1
And-
purple, 1 red.
Yes. Or
Do I-
there's
do I
also
get
a
an
button
extra-
there where you can literally click upgrade on difficulty underneath the section on the right.
Oh.
So
okay,
you
cool.
can just count out the difficulty level and keep it. Because if you know what it's supposed to be, you can sort of leave it there and then just bump the upgrade button each
Yeah.
time you need to.
Yeah, that's good. Do I get any sort of boost for the fact that I do have a mechanical arm?
Not really, because it's a fairly cheap model. It doesn't give you any real advantage. It's just sort of designed to mimic a normal arm.
That's true. Okay. Let's brawl. I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Or is this a skill check? Is this a I mean, it is
You have
brawl,
a skill
brawl
up
or
picking up
fists.
people.
Well, it's not
I mean,
fists. I think
Athletics.
it will be a skill check. I reckon probably athletics.
Great. I have a good roll
Clean
in
and jack.
that. Knock on wood.
Just
Alright,
want
let
my
me
pro
roll this.
wrestling here.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
solid.
Right, so 4 still being unconscious has been thrown into 5. 5 has taken. Brawn is what, 5? 4?
My brawn? Yes, my brawn is 5.
Your
And I
brawn-
was specifically aiming at Hunter 5 because it looks like there's
Oh,
a
no, your
rock
brawn is
Yeah, I was
in the
gonna
hole, so I
say
wanted
that.
them to slam in the rock.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
so
gonna say that,
Brawn is 4, plus 2 is 6 damage. I am going to say
So,
that you
yeah.
successfully, if you want me to spend the advantage, I will let you do the exact same thing that you did to 4 before, and you basically stunned him out a bit, if you want to use all 4 advantage for it.
If I didn't, he would wake up after this?
Yeah, he would be knocked down, which means he'd have to spend a maneuver to get back up.
So one thing that I was hoping is if it didn't just knock them out altogether, I was kind of be like almost like a coercion sort of thing. Like I could use it as we could use it as a coercion check later in the encounter.
If you did that, you would waste it because you're not going to be able to talk to him. Mostly because
I guess I meant like
influenced by
coerce
the
as in
dark
like
side.
scare him off so that he runs away like Hunter
Right,
3 did.
okay. Yeah, I mean, we can use it for that if you want to.
I'll leave it up to everybody else.
I reckon.
What was it?
That's just me.
You just knock him out if you can knock him out. Otherwise, whatever.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, we'll knock him out. We'll use all the advantages.
Okay, so in that case, 4 was thrown into 5, and the two of them are lying sort of on top of each other, both kind of unconscious. That leaves.
If we had
next
one extra
player's
advantage,
turn.
I would want it to be that they're lying face to groin.
So. Okay, so you've got Hunter 2 left there.
He'd be like, "Oh snap!"
Take a picture of it, post it to Instagram.
Okay, so who's taking the next turn?
I'll just probably shoot Pon on my turn.
Why? I'm helping.
Yeah, why don't we have Terrace go shoot at Hunter 2 before we actually end up engaged with Hunter 2?
I'd probably have to move for that.
Well, you gotta maneuver for free anyway, so.
I can do that if you want, guys.
Or
Yeah?
we could just try to see if we can beat him up with 2 of us before you shoot him. I'm okay with you shooting.
I was gonna say
Unless you'd rather we just beat on.
got- he's got some nice damage out of the blaster. He's got more than I do anyway, so
Yeah.
more logical for him to hit him than me.
Do you
Yeah.
reckon I'd be able to line of sight him without moving?
No, you'd have to make a maneuver. Well, you could, but I'll give you a setback die because Pon moved in the way.
Okay, well, I will boost my damage then. Or boost it with a blue die then, with aim.
Okay, so 1 boost die, 1 setback die, 1 difficulty.
Do you trust me, Pon?
I don't know. I don't know, not yet. But
Well, you don't have a
let's give it a
red
shot.
die, so you can't despair. So you're not going to hit Pon.
but you
Okay,
may make
so
me
I
mad.
get 1 blue, 1 black, and 1 purple.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I yell out before I shoot, "Pon, get down!" And then I shoot.
And you just basically held your blaster straight up in the air, shot upwards as a warning, and everyone's sort of looking at you, why didn't you just shoot?
It's because Pon didn't get down.
Okay, so how would you want to use your advantage?
I might just give one person. So the next person. Actually, can I give a disadvantage with that?
You can use 2 to pass on a disadvantage to the person you were engaged with, yes, which would
Yes.
be Hunter 2.
Okay. Well, I want to do that.
So he got a bit terrified of your blast straight up in the air and is disadvantaged for it.
Yeah, and then I give the next person. He's like, "Oh crap!" And then I give the next person a
One of-
turn, a bonus.
A boost die, yep. And then I
Boost
guess
die,
that leaves
and
you
then-
with 1 for strain if you
I'm
want.
gonna remove a strain.
Who's taking the next turn? That's either Dow
Dow.
or Surrender.
Oh, I'm moving with my awesome stick of awesomeness.
Give him the stick.
So movement into engage.
Yeah, because I'm already in short. And wacky doodle.
You hit him.
You didn't add a blue
six-
die.
You can
No,
didn't add a blue
you
die.
can
do
roll
I
a
put
blue
red?
die separately by clearing your pool and then just putting a boost and rolling the pool at the top.
I can do that. Remove all die.
Okay.
Woo! That awesomeness!
Okay, so you did him 6
I'm not giving
damage.
Ty a blue one.
Oh yeah,
He-
I can do damage.
He is very, very badly hurt, and it's
He's got
his
1 health
turn.
left.
And at this point, I think this would be a perfect time to end the encounter. He's terrified. He runs away. Whooping and shrieking, the remaining hunter runs through the trees, pausing only occasionally to fire shots in your general direction. You take only a few steps in pursuit before, suddenly, you plummet into a deep pit, a stone-walled chamber with no visible exit. Each of you falls into a separate pit in a spray of snow and gravel. The hunter reappears at the edge of the pit for a moment, hoots in derision, and then vanishes.